Hi guys, I hope everybody is doing okay. I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. I am going to be doing some free and paid readings. If you are wanting a reading, 2 cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. If you are wanting to get one of the paid readings, crap. Make sure that you are making that payment and then coming back and tell me how many cards you paid for. I do have Stacy on the list. She has already made a payment for the readings. Thank you, Stacy, for your payment. I'm hoping that more people will join. I did just do a live healing and it went pretty well, although I only had a few people stay. However, there was like 28 people that I'm going to put this over here for now because I think I'm going to be able to see you guys better. Anyhow, there was, let's see if I can do it this way. I'm trying to figure out the best way of doing this, guys. There was like 28 people that had got on there and then wanting a reading and got off, but I really truly believe that anybody that comes to my channel is meant for the type of healing and the type of readings that I do, that they'll come back. So if these people are meant to have readings with me, they're going to be back and they'll be getting readings with me. Anyhow, just waiting on some people to get on before I actually start doing the readings. Hopefully Stacy will see this and will get on the live with me here. Let me see if I can share this. That. Sorry about that. I was making sure that I shared that. Anyhow, I hope everybody's doing okay. I am going to be doing free and paid readings. 2 cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. I do have Stacy on the list right now for a paid reading. Thank you, Stacy, for your payment. If anybody else is wanting a reading, please put your name into the comments. I don't need you to put multiple comments or multiple questions, just your name in the comments, along with a question if you do have a question. However, if you don't, then just put your name. I do not need to see hi 100 times or the question 100 times. I know a lot of people are coming from TikTok to be a part of this live feed, but please just, you know, don't go too crazy with the everything. I am from Ohio, USA. Where are you from, honey? If you're wanting a reading, just give me your first name, please. Just need first name. From Boring, Ohio. That's where I'm from. Guys, if you're wanting a reading, 2 cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. Make sure that if you are wanting a paid reading, that you're making the payment for that reading and then coming back and tell me how many cards that you paid for, please. Okay. Is it Moria? I hope I'm saying this right. Guys, please forgive me if for some reason I butcher your guys' names. I don't mean to. I just don't know how to say some of these names that come through. So just forgive me. Let me move this out of this way here. I'm really having a rough time trying to figure out where to put this camera. I've got it plugged in right now. So give me just a second here, guys. I'm trying. Okay, I have got Maura and Valerie. Thank you guys for being here. Maura and Valerie. Maura, you're number 2. Valerie, you're number 3. Valerie's question is, hi from Ireland. Do you see me and my children moving soon? Okay, I got your question wrote down. It is going to take me, do I like fast food? Yes and no. It just depends on what the fast food is. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First, I've got Stacy on the list. Then I've got Maura, and then I've got Valerie. Guys, again, 2 cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. Make sure that if you're making a payment for one of the paid readings, that you're making that payment and then coming back and tell me how many cards you paid for. I'm going to go ahead and get started with Stacy's reading. She did pay for a reading, so that's going to be a 9-card reading. It is going to take me a few minutes, Valerie and Maura, to get through this. So just be patient with me, guys. I do go by a list. If you're wanting a 2-card free reading, put your name in the list. If you're wanting a paid reading, put your name in the list with how many cards you paid for. I do see the messages coming through about how much of a payment, I mean, who sent a payment, but not how much of a payment is coming through. So make sure that if you're feeling led to get a paid reading, that you're letting me know what you're paying for. Which cards do I go to for Stacy, please? Which cards do I go to for Stacy? Thank you. Okay, Stacy, this is going to be for you, hon. I feel very good with the way these cards are sitting. Okay. Hey, Stacy, this is for you, hon. I feel like I am out of sorts here. It's probably because of the healing that I just did. It's got my body vibrating quite a bit. So, just bear with me. What messages do you have for Stacy, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Stacy. In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from higher self for spirit, please, for Stacy. Give me 2 more shuffles here for Stacy. Will you get the job by the end of this month? Okay, honey. Thank you for your question. Am I supposed to take both of these? Okay, so there's definitely something that spirit is asking you to put more time and energy into, and this is the energy of healing. This could be healing other people, it could be healing yourself, but I really feel like this is learning how to heal yourself so that you can also heal others. I don't feel like there's a whole lot to heal, but I feel like what is left to heal is things that you're going to be helping other people to heal within their healing journey, whether it be by using like healing touch or, just your voice for healing. Maybe you're an alchemist and you know how to move energy in and out of somebody's body, but there's multiple ways in which you are meant to learn to heal. And I feel like the experiences that you're going through at this time are teaching you to do just that with other people. I already know that you're connected as a medium, but this has taken, even that ability a little bit deeper in connection with telepathic communications coming in from spirit, as well as, these communications that are coming in to show you exactly what to do for these people. You do have Beyond the Storm, which is referring to when there's these times of feeling like things are a little bit chaotic or things aren't going exactly the way that you want them to, or what have you, that you know that you're protected. Okay, just know that you're protected. This is an energy of things happening in divine timing as well, for whatever reason that is coming up. But know that when it comes through the lessons that you're learning about healing at this time, if anybody comes against you or tries to be judgmental or ridicule you, or give you some sort of false sense of hope or whatever it may be, this is the energy saying that you're protected from that. They're going to make sure that you know that that is something that is meant to distract you, and you'll move upon your business, move on in your own business. Let's see what other messages spirit has for you today. What other messages do you have for Stacy, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Stacy. in love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit, your higher self, please, for Stacy. This card has been popped out the whole entire time, which is sensitivity. This is a message telling you to pay attention to the energies that you may be feeling right now. Some of these energies are distracting, so pay attention to the people that you're letting around you. If it's people that could be holding you back, or like heavy type of energies, people that are drama filled or trying to control situations or whatever, you're being asked to remove these people out of your life for a time, or even maybe even forever. What I am feeling though with this is that you are very sensitive to the energies that you're picking up on. These are energies of spirit, deceased loved ones, ascended masters, angels, and it's going much further than just being a medium. Um, the connection is also going into connecting with plant and animal beings. So this is something that may be new for you, and it may be quite the experience. I'm feeling like when you're connecting with the plants, that you're going to start to understand that they too have their own language, their own voice, and they're wanting to be heard by you for some reason at this time. So connecting with flowers is going to be very important right now. Definitely important. You have healthy lifestyle. This is talking about changing the things that you put onto your body, into your body. It's asking you to, get rid of any kind of habits that could be like heavy type of habits that are causing you to not move forward in your spiritual journey. This is also talking about any kind of addictions that you may have, to get rid of them, but in particular, ridding of foods and dense energies that are within food. So anything processed, um, is not good for you. You may even find that you're eating meats that aren't real, or maybe they're like processed, just highly processed or something of that sort. But either way it goes, it's asking you to eat a healthy diet, do things that are going to be in alignment with you evolving in some way, shape, or form, especially when it comes to your sensitivities. I do feel like your body is going to be giving you an accurate message of how to rid of these not rid of the sensitivities, but rid of the things that are causing these sensitivities, unless they're the sensitivities that you need to connect you with spirit or connect you with healing or whatever it may be. Which cards do I go to for? Thank you. Stacy, please. What other messages do you have for Stacy in love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Stacy in love, romance, finance, ascension messages? Thank you. So you got listen with your heart, which is a message of, you're very connected with your inner knowings. This is that ability to just, that you know that you know, and you don't know how that you know it, but you just know it. That's the Akashic records. That's you tapping into the life force energy, the chi energy, the Akashic records, that part of you that knows all is all. And it's leading you in some sort of direction towards a desire that you want, maybe even some sort of dream that you've been dreaming of being, or having, or whatever it may be. There is also a message of speaking with like conviction, and speaking with like this. Yeah, conviction is the best way of putting this. And I feel like this is towards people that are in your life that may be, again, holding you back in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like if they're not going to change to respect you and your growth, especially your spiritual growth at this time, it's time to let them go. Maybe even if it's just for now, it's time to let them go. What other messages do you have for Stacy, please? Thank you. You do have igniting courage, which is talking about, again, standing up for yourself and spreading your light and love through your courage of sharing your experience, strength, and hope, how you got through something, how you healed something, how you changed some sort of aspect of yourself, how you evolved, and how you started talking to angels, and how you started to become a medium. All these different things that you're meant to share with others at this time is going to take a lot of courage. And that courage comes with fears, doubts, and insecurities, because we are programmed to believe that these things are wrong. The Bible and religions, and just different spiritual avenues or religious avenues, keep telling us that if you connect with spirit, it's evil. Not all of them, but some of them. And there's some sort of thing that has happened with you when it comes to programming, that now it's been cleared, it's been released, and you're protected, and you're not going to have to go through all of the ridicule or all the judgment or all of the whatever. They want you to proceed softly, which means you're going to take your inner power, you're going to take what you're going to take the abilities that you are now awakening to or have already awakened to, and you're going to grow with them. And as you grow with them, you're going to slowly but surely start introducing them into your life and into your friend circles, into, letting your lover know or letting your family know, or, maybe even putting what you're now doing into social media. Either way it goes, though, this is proceeding softly and gently, and not rushing into to accomplish anything, or feel like you have some sort of um time, like that you have to have it done in, or something of that sort. But being in the flow is going to be very important at this time. When you flow with the universe, flow what God has for you, then good things happen and miracles happen. This is the start of a new adventure for you. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. Okay, let's see what else I have for you. My next reading is going to be for Maura, and then I have Valerie. And Maura, we get the job by the end of the month. Let me write that down. I'm almost done with Stacy. I'll be moving on to Maura and then Valerie. If anybody else is wanting a reading, 2 cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. I'm in the middle of doing a reading for a paid reading right now, and then I'm moving on to Maura and then Valerie. What other messages do you have, please, for Stacy? Thank you. Stacy, since I do not have my affirmation cards out here, I'm just going to pull an extra card for you tonight. I don't have my popsicle sticks or anything of that sort out here, so I'll just give you an extra card. But this is a time of accepting the changes that you're going through. Some of these changes are going to be hard to accept because of the programming. Your parents have told you this, your, schools have told you this, maybe the church or religious sectors have told you this or that have caused you to just kind of feel like some sort of way about it. And, not that you're not wanting to continue. Where are these cards? I'm not sure what you're asking, hon. Um, Anyhow, there's this message of, learning to be okay with the changes that are happening within you, to you, and because of you. And, these are not Pokemon cards, hon. Nice joke. But anyhow, there's this energy of learning to be okay with who you are and being authentic about it and being okay with it, what have you. Like, are they the cards at your house? I'm not real sure what you are saying, hun. No, I'm doing readings. These aren't Pokemon cards, but maybe that's something I need to look into. Anyhow, let me give you one more card, Stacey. I'm going to move on to Maura and then Valerie. If you're wanting a reading, though, the person that's here about the Pokemon cards, just put your name into the comments. I'll give you a free reading. Don't pay attention to what people are saying right now. There may be some sort of gossip, or maybe somebody's out to get you, or maybe they just don't want you doing what you're doing, so they're talking about you behind your back. You may know this because you're deeply connected. There's some sort of intuitive type of connection that you have, and so or telepathic connection that you have, and so this is, an energy that you shouldn't be paying attention to. You have some sort of insight. Those cards are ass. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being here, hun. If you're not wanting a reading, that's completely fine. No worries. Anyhow, I hope that you got something out of your reading, Stacey. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Much love to you. Okay, Maura, you are next, hun. Will I get the job by the end of the month? Will you get the job by the end of the month? Will Maura get the job by the end of the month? I'm getting like this wish-washy type of energy. So right now I'm feeling like the energy is a no. However, it like starts to sway into a yes. So it may not be the job that you are actually looking for, but it is going to be a job by the end of the month. Okay, that is what I'm getting. So let me see what the cards have to say though about this real quick. Which cards do I go to, please? For Mora. Thank you. Thank you, hon. I appreciate it. I will put you down on the list for a reading. Ryzen. I'm just going to put Ryzen. Is that okay? Okay, this message is for Mora. Mora, will I get the job by the end of the month? What messages do you have for Mora, please? When it comes to love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. Will Mora get the job? Any information about will Mora get the job by the end of the month? Any other messages that would like to come out for Mora? Thank you. So you do have a new beginning coming by the end of the month. However, again, I don't feel like it's going to be the job that you're looking for. This has something to do with something different. And I feel like you might want to be open to, trying something different than what you're already expecting or what you're already wanting to get. I feel like listening to your intuition, your discernment of spirit, or whatever it may be, is going to help you to get towards whatever this career path is. I am kind of feeling a little bit like this has to do with being creative, or, it could have something to do with having some sort of creative outlet. Maybe even in the near future being pushed towards creating something that would be like a long lasting type of thing with entrepreneurship. However, that's not something that's happening just yet. However, that's something that would be something in the future. But let's see what other messages come out for you, Mora. What other messages? Thank you. Yeah, it's going to happen. You definitely have a job coming. It may even, I don't know if you're talking about this current month, but within the month, I'm definitely feeling that. Are you spanking the cards? It probably sounds like it. Anyhow, there is definitely something that's coming in for you. Make sure that you're giving thanks for the blessings that are coming in. Having an attitude of gratitude is going to go far with you. I do want to get you one more card, and I feel like this has nothing to do with the job, but I do want to get you another card here. Let's see what they say. Yeah, a connection with like the etherics, things that have to do with like mysticism, raising your level of consciousness, becoming more aware of things. Things of that sort is what you could be going through at this time. If you're not already aware that you're going through a spiritual awakening, then this may be something that you become aware of in the very near future. But either way it goes, yeah, it may be. It may be a picture of lesbians. I don't know. Either way it goes. I hope that you got something out of your reading, Maura. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, hon. Much love to you. Okay, let me see. I've got Valerie next, and then I got Ryzen 5, blah, 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 all those numbers behind that. But anyhow, let's see. Okay, Valerie, will there be a move for you and your children soon? Which cards do I need to go to? Or where will there be a move for Valerie and her children soon? Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. These cards. Thank you. Okay, so here is the message for Valerie. Valerie, will there be a move for you and your children soon? Spirit's interpretation of soon could be a lot of things. Sometimes when I hear that things are going to happen for me soon, that happening soon could be 2 years. So, you know, I'm going to see what spirit says about this, but soon can mean a lot of things. Time is like a linear construct, and, you know, spirit doesn't really have a concept of time. So soon could be a lot of things, but let's see what spirit says about a move for you. Yes, there is going to be somebody that gives to you generously. And I don't know if this is like money, time, energy, helping you to move wherever it is that you're moving to, but there is definitely somebody that is going to be helping you. This is an energy of people being, um, they can't start till we move up. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go back. I didn't see what you said. I got my children in a new school last week after searching so long for the right school, but we need to move up. They can't start until we move up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I do feel like it's going to happen, but there's going to be some sort of assistance from somebody. Okay. This may be even more than one somebody. There's definitely an energy of somebody maybe even helping with financial assistance. And if this isn't financial assistance, then it's definitely physical assistance, because I do see people in your vicinity. So take it how it resonates with you. But I do want to get you a couple more cards for whatever reason I'm feeling led to do so. So give me just a second to see exactly what it says here. Queen, give me a name, honey, to put you in. It doesn't cost $3. Two cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. I like your energy, Ryzen, even though I feel like you are trying to be funny. I really love your energy. I haven't got any payments from you through Cash App, so until then, thank you. We need more space. My kids are artistic. You thought you was gonna get banned. You know, when people try to play with me and my energy, it absolutely does nothing. My Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal are all in the description box below, so make sure that you're checking that out. But um, you know, when people are playing with me or what have you, it doesn't bother me, guys. Bring it on. I love it. I love the jokesters and the people that try to come against me. It's quite all right. I've dealt with plenty of it. Cash App is money sign unique me 303. Um, Queen, yes, I do like your energy. And can you give me a name, or do you want me to just go with Queen? Valerie, don't go anywhere yet. I still got a couple more cards that I wanted to give you. Oh, goodness. Probably. All right. What other messages do you have for Valerie, please, when it comes to the move for Valerie? Yeah, there's going to be a really quick change in this situation. You're going to see movement pretty soon. And I do feel like this may even start within the next couple of days, because I'm feeling like it's very, very soon. So it may be within the next couple of days to the next week. There is some frustrations around money right now. However, there is some hard work that is needed. However, the situation with money is getting ready to change just a little bit. I do feel like the situation that changes with money, it is due to some sort of dedication, commitment, hard work towards something. But I also feel like somebody, again, is going to be generous with their time, energy, maybe even their finances. You also have an energy of like balance coming in. So if you feel like your life is kind of unbalanced, like you're being pushed and pulled in multiple directions, or what have you, it is money sign unique me 303. All one thing. That's what it is, Queen. It's in her Discord. But anyhow, there's some sort of like unbalanced energy, and there is definitely a change that has taken place that is helping you to get into the balanced energy where you don't feel so pushed and pulled. I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being a support. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, hun. It will not let me comment for whatever reason, Queen. However, where'd it go? Very good. Thank you, Valerie, for confirming that you got something from that and it resonates. Queen, honey, it is money sign unique me 303. All right, moving on. Ryzen. Even though you're playing with me, I love it. I'm going to give you a reading. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Which cards do I go to for Ryzen? Thank you. These cards here. What messages do you have for Ryzen, please? And love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit or higher self, please, for Ryzen. And love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit or higher self, please, for Ryzen. And love, romance, finance, ascension messages. Thank you. Okay, there's going to be a situation where you're going to have to hold yourself together in. This could be a situation between you and another person. This could be an energy of an argument or a fight or, what have you. If you're being asked to hold your composure, not to overreact, listen to what the other people involved have to say. And it may be more than one person because I feel like there's more than one person. It almost feels like there may be some group that comes against you. However, I don't feel like it's like the end of the world, like be all is all type of energy. It's one of those energies of like, you know what, F you guys, you know, it's almost like you're very defensive before you listen to the whole story or whatever it is that is coming up. But anyhow, you're being asked to compose yourself in a different way, act differently than what you normally do. And I feel like this is going to be a little bit hard for you to do. It's almost like Spirit's trying to tell me that, you have this almost like hard exterior or either a kind of not take no bullshit from people type of energy. And so I feel like you need to just silence your mouth, keep silent when you need to be silent and speak when you need to speak. And there's this energy of like learning to do just that and how to do that. Anyhow, let me see what else they have to say. Are these the right cards that I'm using here? Which cards do I go to? Which ones? Thank you. I don't think so. No cartel getting you. What other messages do you have for Ryzen, please? And love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit or higher self, please, for Ryzen. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit or higher self, please, for Ryzen. Thank you. So you may be going through an ego death, or there may be an ego death that's coming in the near future. This is something that, the negative aspect of your ego, or if you may, the devil on your shoulder and the angel on your shoulder. You have the devil that's telling you, don't do this or don't do that. Don't speak to this person, or, go around this person. Or if you do this, it may hurt you and it may bring up feelings of the past or something of that sort. It's the part of the ego that distracts you and tries to talk you out of doing something that may actually be beneficial or good for you. Due to some sort of past connection with something similar to it, your ego is going to rise up. It's going to be like, don't do that. Don't say this. Don't be blah, 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 blah. And, the good aspects of your ego is going to say, but you've got this, you're on top of this. This is something that's meant for you or what have you. So take it how it resonates with you, but you're definitely going to be going through some sort of ego death, or having to, face yourself and see some sort of mirror images coming through other people, in the ways of like seeing the assets that you have to bring to the table, your values, the goodness that you are, or even the opposite of that, seeing, the aspects of you that are not so good, that maybe you yourself don't even think are that pleasant. So you are, taking a look at and ridding of, or what have you. I do feel like you don't have control in all situations in your life, and this may be some sort of a threat to you, or maybe this is something that is coming up in the near future. However, I feel like the ego death that you're going through is going to get things back into this energy of like feeling like you're control of the way that things move, or the way that things go, or whatever it may be. Anyhow, I hope that you got something out of your reading, Ryzen. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. Thank you for all of your comedy and all of that stuff. Anyhow, I hope that you have a wonderful evening. I've got um, Queen on the list now, and then I have nobody else after that. Let me see who just got in here. Okay, I already did Valerie's. I did Horizons. Love Bug Blues. What's coming in for love? Love Bug Blues. Um, Let me see what's coming in for love. Love Bug Blues. Okay, I got that wrote down. Let's see who else. Shaylee, I'm doing well, honey. How are you? The healing that you gifted to me was beyond amazing. Yippee. Thank you so, so, so much. I would love to leave a review for you. I will get that done tonight. Oh, thank you so much for doing that. I actually have a website that you can leave a review on, if you are wanting to do that. I think it's on page 3. You can also, um, just leave a review in the comment underneath where I did the healing. I also did another healing tonight, so you may want to go watch that, because if you got a lot from the healing that I did for you as an individual, you'll probably get a lot of out of the one that I did tonight going live right before this video. But thank you so, so much for sharing that with me. You did find my website. Awesome. Thank you. If you didn't know, there is 3 pages on that website. A lot of people miss the last 2 pages because they don't know that they're there. But there is a tab up at the top, or like 3 lines over to the left-hand corner, that will take you to all 3 of the pages there. Are you wanting a reading tonight, Shaylee? I'm going to go ahead and put you on the list. I want to make sure that I was spelling your name right, Shaylee. Okay. Oh, wow. Are they better now because of the healing, or did anything happen because of the healing with them? Queen, if you are still here, honey, please let me know that you're here. I'm getting ready to start your reading. So far right now, guys, I've got Queen, Lovebug Blues, and Shaylee on the list. If there's anybody else that's wanting your reading, 2 cards are free, 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. If you're making a payment for one of the paid readings, make sure that you're making that payment. You can find the payment information in the description box, underneath my any of the descriptions on any of my videos. You can also go to my main, I don't know what you call it, the main page on YouTube, and find it there as well. I think it is due to an autoimmune disease, but I am not sure. So yeah, you were spot on. Yes, I finally changed it from Yippee. Awesome. I love that. Very, very cool, Shaylee. The healing helps. They are still messed up though. I have like a scab or whatever, and it is it has twisted itself around both ears and is pulling them inside of my head. Oh my Lord, that is crazy. As we're saying that, I can literally feel like the energy in my ears right now. And I just want to see if this helps you at all. But I'm going to go in there and I'm going to act as if I am releasing those twists and turns that are on the right ear. And I'm going to start to just untwist them. So you may feel like the energy is breaking up and you may feel like something is untwisting or loosening up, so to speak. And you may hear crackling and popping sounds within that ear. I'm going to go over to the left side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start to wind that up and twist the opposite direction they're telling me. And it's going to start to cause a little bit of discomfort. And then I'm going to just start to wiggle this energy around and ask that it be cleared and released. Ask that the healing start to take place. I hope that that helps in some way, shape, or form. I feel like not all healings are done instantly, but some healings are done over time. And this is a healing that's going to happen over time for you because of the pain. But you should start to feel some sort of movement of energy in your ears. This is the healing that's taking place. Much love to you, honey. Okay, Queen, if you're here, please let me know that you're here. I'm getting ready to start your reading, hon. If not, I'm going to go ahead and move on to somebody else. You're very welcome, honey. Awesome, Queen. Thank you for being here, hon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do your reading. Okay, which cards do I go to for Queen, please? Which cards am I going to for Queen, please? Thank you. Where are these cards at? My Cash App is money sign unique me 303. All one word. It will not let me put any comments in the comments because I'm on my phone, but it is the money sign UNIQUEME, the number 303. I do have PayPal. It is PayPal me at unique me 303 healing. No, wait a minute. It's just at, wait a minute. Hold on. PayPal is PayPal me at unique me 303. Just unique me 303. What were Central C trying to warn me about? What was Central C trying to warn me about? What was Central C trying to warn her about? Were these the right cards? What was Central C trying to warn her about? Were these the correct cards? Yes or no? Okay, these are the correct cards. For Queen, what was Central C? Patricia, yes, I am Patricia. What was Central C trying to warn me about? What was Central C trying to warn? Okay, Queen, as I'm shuffling these cards, I'm feeling like they're okay. I'm just going to tell you the image that I'm seeing. And this doesn't mean that this is actually what is happening, but this is the energy of what Spirit is showing me to help me to try to get the message across. And what I'm seeing is an image of somebody looking under something with a flashlight and feeling scared. So it's almost like there's some sort of mysterious type of energy that could harm you or scare you in some way, shape, or form. But the message is like not to be dismayed because there's light. The flashlight has light. There's going to be light shown upon whatever this darkness is. It's almost like somebody or something is coming against you, trying to form some sort of energy against you. Or maybe against many people, because it may be a message that you need to know that has to do with something that's being formed against many people. But either way it goes, the flashlight is showing me that light is going to be shown upon this energy, and whatever this energy is, it's going to be brought out into the light. Yes, free reading is, give me a name. Is it Mel? Hun? I've got Queen that I'm doing a reading for right now, that I have Lug Bug Blues and Shay Lee. Guys, if you're paying for a reading, make sure that you tell me how many cards you're paying for. 2 cards are free, 4 cards for 7, or 9 for 20. So anyway, Queen, let's see what other messages Spirit has for you. What messages do you have for Queen, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit, or higher self, please. Give me 3 more shuffles for Queen. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit, or higher self, please. They keep taking me back to like this dark image and this person being bent over and looking down at something with a flashlight. It's a dark area. I don't know if this is an actual thing that you're going to be seeing, but I feel like something is being held sacred or being kept from me and or other people. I just don't know exactly. Why do I keep seeing gang affiliated? Why do I keep seeing gang affiliated? Let me see what this is, because there's definitely some darkness to this for sure. Let me write down this other person before I forget. Melancholic. Can I just put, oh my goodness, you have your flashlight on right now. That's crazy. Thank you for saying that to me. Um, Melancholic. Let me put, can you give Queen, give me just 1 second because my dog needs to go to the potty. Let me let my dog out before I get, because I feel like your message is going to get pretty deep. So give me just 1 second, please. And thank you. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for letting me let my dog out. I knew that your reading was going to get a little bit deep, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't distracted in any way, shape, or form. So let me get myself back in the way that I was and get back to it. But um, how many cards with this one, please? Okay, so the first message that is coming out, Queen, is that you have some sort of decision to make revolving around maybe people that you're around, some sort of people that you hang out with, or something of that sort, because I feel like there's this decision that's going to come that has to do with just people. Okay, these are people that these are acquaintances, these are people that maybe you already even hang out with, but there's something that is starting to be shown about these people that is a little bit dark, and that maybe you're starting to find out some sort of truth that maybe you didn't know about before. And now Spirit is like, you're ascending. You're somebody who is awakening to be a more highly evolved being, somebody who knows and sees truth for what they are. And there's no um, sugarcoating it. There's no way of getting around it. Spirit is just giving you the messages that you need to receive about people, and giving you the discernment of Spirit as to why. And so what I feel like when you're seeing this gang related things or whatever it may be, I feel like that's exactly what you're needing to see. Spirit is trying to give you some sort of information about these people that are around you. And maybe the secretive type of energy that I was feeling was the energy of them not telling you about this gang related type of stuff. You are definitely somebody who is starting to have truths revealed to you, whether it be about the world that we live in or about people that's around you or about maybe what your career path should be, and maybe about different aspects of yourself that needs to change, and so on and so forth. And so you know you're being asked at this time to just really tread lightly with, okay, in correspondence to what your discernment of spirit is telling you. If it's telling you, these people are no good for me, they could cause harm to me, then believe it, trust it. Your intuition is giving you accurate guidance at this time. And the guidance is coming in like bits and pieces, almost like, if I don't get any more information, then it just confuses me type of energy. But that's how spirit works. Spirit teaches us lessons in ways that helps us to get closer with spirit through the amount of lessons and the way that they come, and, not hearing all of the messages right away. And then, just when we need those messages to come, they're going to come. And this is exactly what's happening for you. No, kitty, kitty. So, one of the things that I see though is that a lot of things are changing for you, things that are going to bring you on like these energies of peace of mind. Okay. I feel like some of the changes that are going to be taking place are changes that, again, you have a choice to make, and, letting these people go or not hanging around with these certain crowds or whatever it may be. But this is going to be some sort of like enlightening type of time for you, where you start to feel more powerful, less dense energies. You don't feel weighed down or weighed back by anyone or anything or any situation as you start to ascend and evolve more and more, because of letting go of people, places, things, and situations that are not in good, um, like in good standing with you. There's somebody that you got involved with. This could have been a masculine energy, or if it was a female, it was a female that was very masculine in the way that they act. This person could have been hurt by you, or they could have something could have been said to them to where they are, really just watching the things that you do. They are almost trying to scare you. They're trying to make you feel some sort of way. And I feel like, this is even one of the decisions that you have to make. This is somebody that man. I feel like this is somebody like really playing with your energy, and it's somebody that you've been around like more than one time. So, it's an acquaintance or a friend of a friend's that has got some sort of obsession on you because of something that you said or something that you did. And I feel like maybe you're not available, or maybe you're not somebody that would look in their direction. I don't know. This person is very, very dark. I feel as almost if they're not completely there in their mind. Could be even like a stalker type of energy, because I'm feeling like, yeah, somebody's watching you. And even when I'm feeling like I'm seeing somebody looking underneath something with a flashlight, it's like maybe you're looking under your bed with a flashlight to make sure that nobody's there, or you're looking in the closets to make sure nobody's there. And I don't feel like anything is going to be that far. I don't think that you have to worry that much about it, but I do feel like you're going to start to realize through just having a prayer, God, reveal to me, whatever your higher power is, reveal to me whom it is that is obsessed with me, reveal to me why they're following me, reveal to me why I feel so scared. And the reason why you feel so scared is because this person is loony. Like they've got some sort of negative, dark type of energy about them. Almost makes me feel like maybe they've went to prison before, or maybe they've had some sort of like futile type of past or something like that. But to look at them, you probably wouldn't have known that. When they're hanging out with these acquaintances of yours, you may not have got that impression, but you now will. It's almost like now that you've had this reading, or now that you're having this awakening or epiphany about this, as you hang out with said people, or you go to a certain place, or, do a certain thing, this said person is going to pop up into your, they're going to up into like your energy, and you're just going to know, like, shit, this is the person that Trish was talking about. This is the person that hangs out with so and so. Now I'm starting to feel and pick up on the energy of them. I need to quit hanging out with so and so, so that this person doesn't know any more about me. And I feel like distancing yourself from whatever this energy is more important than anything right now. But either way it goes, give me just a second. My dog's screaming, wanting back in. I will be right back. Be right back. Just 1 second, hon. No, no. Don't you take my seat. No, no. Okay, so anyhow, sorry about that. Um, let me see. Let me see what you said up here. If you love your life, listen to me. Yeah, I've seen that one. Okay, let's see. Why are cars calling me? It's because of this obsession. Whoever this person is has some sort of obsession with you, because of the way that you act, the way that you talk, something of that sort is very appealing to them. I just seen the number 4. What is it? Number 4 is the angels being a protection for you. There's nothing that you need to worry about at this time. Hi, Latoya. How you doing, honey? Are you wanting a reading? Yes, you can ask a question. I've got 4 people ahead of you. So just be patient with me. But anyhow, they definitely are protecting you at this time, and there isn't any physical harm that's going to come to you. It's more of like a stalker vibe, but I do not feel like you're going to be hurt. Anyhow, I want to get you a couple more cards, Queen, and see what else they have to say real quick. Love Bug Blues, you're going to be next. And I have Shaylee, Melon, Colic, and Latoya. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Did the boy giving me a ride home like me? Yes. An instant yes came to me with that. Let me get clarification on that, though. Melancholic, I got you on there, honey. You're on there. You are right after Shaylee. I've got Love Bug Blues, Shaylee, Melancholic, and then Latoya. Okay, so there's some things that you need to get organized at this time. This has nothing to do with the questions that you've been asking me, but there's some things in your life that you need to get organized, some things that need to be put in place. I feel like you need to ask yourself, what priorities are the highest priorities at this time and what are the least priorities, and then start putting, did he think that you was in danger? I got an instant yes from that as well. But I don't feel as if you're actually going to be in danger. That's the crazy thing about it. I don't feel like anybody is going to harm you. At least as of right now, I do not feel that type of energy. I don't know why he thought that. That may be something that you want to ask him, but I got a yes from it. No worries, Melancholic. No worries, honey. There is an energy of somebody that's going to try to flatter you. This is an energy of somebody that really is going to try to impress you in some way, shape, or form. So that might be an indicator of who this person is that is obsessed with you. So you might want to watch out. And it may even be that this person that you rode home with isn't worried that somebody's going to hurt you, or isn't worried, doesn't know that somebody's going to hurt you, that it's just a worry that somebody could hurt you. And it may be because of the people that you hang out with. But I kind of feel like the person that gave you a ride home may even be the person that is obsessed with you. So asking him questions like, do you think that I'm in any kind of harm or anything like that? Just kind of feeling the energy of what you feel. But there's somebody that's definitely going to try to impress you and go overboard about trying to impress you. And this is a person that you need to pay attention to and not go towards having a relationship with or what have you. Anyhow, I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, hun. Okay, moving on. Love Bug Blues. What's coming in for love? Love Bug Blues. Which cards do I go to for Love Bug Blues, please? Which cards do I go to for Love Bug Blues, please? These? Where are they? I don't see those cards. Okay, those are the ones that are in the other room. Is there another? What deck do I start out with for Love Bug Blues, please? Thank you. Okay. This message is going to be for Love Bug Blues. Yeah, Queen, if you're a little bit confused about that message, I was a little bit confused too, but I feel like the guy I feel like what they're trying to show me is the guy that gave you a ride or what have you that you was talking about a minute ago. I feel like that person actually may like you, and they may be the person that I was feeling that is obsessed with you, but there's definitely an energy of him being worried about you or either being concerned about you. And it may just be because he's obsessed with you and not that he thinks that something is actually going to happen to you. So I hope that that clarifies something. But you're definitely being warned of an energy of somebody that is around one of your acquaintances. And this is somebody that, you know, may also be obsessed with you or is obsessed with you. So when it comes to what is coming in for love for you, I'm not really feeling anything at the moment. I do feel like self-care, body care is highly important right now. I do not really feel like love should be a focus for you. However, I do feel like there's some things that you need to bring your power back from. And this is other situations that has happened in your life, whether it be with romantic partners or people that were just friends, or in some way, shape, or form, you had some sort of connection with them and love for them. Of course, again, this doesn't have to be a romantic love, but what I am feeling is that there's people that has taken your power from you in some way, shape, or form. It could have been through like sexual trauma, or from somebody breaking your heart, or somebody not being loyal to you, or maybe a family member, doing you wrong in some way, shape, or form. And Spirit is asking you to spend time alone in meditation and asking, God, your angels, whatever your higher self wants to tell you at this time, about what needs to be cleared, healed, let go of, any cords that need to be cut with people, places, things, and situations that could be holding you back from having a healthy, very loving relationship. This is something that is really, really speaking to me at this time, as if, it's really important for you to rid of these past things, because if not, what's going to happen is, as you move into a new relationship, you're going to start, no, Kitty, you're going to start to find that a lot of things will happen right off the bat that don't feel good to you. And you're just gonna be like, great, again, here we go. I wanted something better than this, but you're attracting what you believe that you should have by the past experiences that you've had, if that makes sense. And it may not even be past experiences in romantic love, but It could be the way that your parents treated you or didn't treat you, being in your life or not in your life, the type of friendships that you had and the types of ways that they treated you growing up. It could be so many different relationships that have taken power from you and have caused you to not be able to have good relationships. And now it's time for you to work on those things so that you can come into a better relationship with yourself as well as with others. And I hope that this is making sense to you in some way, shape, or form. There is going to be in the near future, though, signs and synchronistic things that happen that are leading you towards a love connection with somebody. You may be seeing the color red when this love interest comes around, or somebody that may be compatible with you. You may see the color red, or you may even see the color blue quite a bit. However, the person that's coming in for you, one of the signs that you're going to know is when you talk to this person or when you meet them, the way that they talk to you just sounds as if you guys have been having conversations forever. Maybe it's somebody that you feel like you've known forever, even though you've only known them for 5 minutes. This is one of the signs that's going to help you to know. Also, like some sort of ringing tones in your ears when you meet this person. It may just be in one or both ears, but there's going to be some sort of tone that rings or sounds different within your ears that you normally don't hear. This is an indicator, again, that, a love interest or somebody that God is wanting you to be in connection with at this time is coming near. This may even be signs of people coming back into your life that maybe you'd let go of at one time, people that maybe you had some sort of outing with, or, for whatever reason, there was arguments or what have you. They may be coming back into your life, but the main sign is going to be for love interest. I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. Shaylee, this next message is going to be for you. And then I have Melancholic and Latoya. Okay, Shaylee, this is going to be for you, hun. What is going on with my boyfriend? I think he's done with me. Okay, let me see what's going on here. What cards do I need to go to for Shaylee, please? Which cards do I go to for Shaylee, please? Thank you. What messages do you have for Shaylee in love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Shaylee in love, romance, finance, ascension messages from higher self or spirit, please, for Shaylee. So instantly there's a message that's coming through about a lot of changes that are taking place in him emotionally, and when it comes to like his thought patterns or his ways of thinking and things of that sort, which makes complete sense. A lot of people, a lot of people on this planet right now are going through a spiritual awakening and don't even know that they're going through it. The whole planet is awakening to a Christ consciousness, which is a consciousness that helps us to see, what we desire and don't desire, how to heal ourselves, and how to become more Christ-like with a compassionate type of energy and becoming non-judgmental. And one of the things that we go through as we go through this spiritual journey is learning to not judge ourselves for the things that we are, for the things that we aren't, for what we have to give or what we don't have to give, or what we have to bring to the table or not. Just all of these different aspects of ourselves that we're taking a look at. And I feel like what your boyfriend is going through at this time is a spiritual awakening that he doesn't realize that he's going through, where he's having to take a look at a lot of different aspects of himself and either make a decision to change it or make a decision to not change it. And with making those decisions comes a lot of like uneasy energy. And sometimes, when this uneasy energy comes, it's an energy that comes because we don't know what else to do with it. So we take it out on everybody else around us. We don't realize like prayer and meditation is going to help us to get out of these energies. But do I think that he's completely done with you? The answer is no with that. I do not feel like he is done with you. I feel like he's done with some aspects of himself that may reflect in your relationship, that may make him treat you in a way that is indifferent to what you would like. But I do not feel like he is over with the relationship. I feel like he is over with the way that he's feeling. And I feel like a lot of the things that he's going through at this time, the changes that are taking place are changing and taking place in silence, which means that, he's not going to be sharing it with a lot of people. It's almost like he has some sort of pride or some sort of ego about him that tells him if you share this with somebody, they're not going to understand. And it's easier to just either distance myself or walk away for the moment until I find myself and realize, what it is that I need to change and do. And that's exactly the energy that I'm getting from him, is that type of energy. Uh, Having said that, let's see what the cards have to say. What messages do you have for Shaylee, please? And love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Shaylee. After Latoya, guys, I'm not going to be taking any more readings tonight. I have to be up in like 6.5 hours to be somewhere, so I'm not going to be doing any more readings. I have Shaylee, who I'm doing now, then Melancholic, and then Latoya. Latoya will be my last reading for today. What is going on? My boyfriend, I think he's done with me. Yeah, he's been in jail for a minute, unfortunately, so it's stressful. That makes sense as to why these kind of things are going on then. Okay, Latoya, I see it, honey. Thank you. Yes, I am. Poe is my last name. Yes. That's no problem, Latoya. It's completely fine, honey. Completely fine. Give me 3 more shuffles for Shaylee, please. Are you paying for one of the paid readings? It's 4 for 7 or 9 for 20. No, yes, Melancholic. Go ahead and repost your question, honey, because I did not write yours down. How many cards are you going to be paying for, Shaylee, so that I know how many cards to give you? Give me 3 more shuffles, please, for Shaylee. 1, 2, and 3. No, can't do that. Okay, thank you. How many? Okay, so right away, when it comes to the connection with your boyfriend, again, he is going through quite a spiritual awakening. It could be that his spiritual awakening was triggered by being put in jail. Some of the things that I'm seeing about him at this time is the need for him connecting and grounding his energy with the earth, which is something that you can't really do in jail. I mean, I guess you can, but it's not really as beneficial as it would be as if you were actually out on the earth connecting with it. But there's quite a bit of inner child healing that's going on with them. There's been a lot of times in his lifetime where he's felt very much disconnected or maybe not a part of something. So he could have had a family life where, maybe one or both parents were missing, or if they were in his life, maybe they weren't the best people for them. Okay, thank you, Shaylee. Um, Maybe the best people for him to be around, and they taught him things that were not so good or what have you. But there's this message of, he's learning to not take things so seriously and to not let his emotions and what he's going through and reliving and the memories that he's rehashing and stuff, dictate the way that he acts in anger or in rage, even if that happens, or even in sadness. So there's something about he's learning how to regulate and control the emotional body, trying to find some sort of balance. But I feel like he's struggling at this time to find that. One of the things that I feel is that if he was out and he was getting connected with the earth or just out in general, it would be a whole new outlook on the way that he sees things. I do see that a transformation has taken place, but I feel like the transformation is not just within him, it's within you as well. I feel like you probably are somebody who already knows that you're going through an awakening process or a spiritual journey of some sort that is helping you to awake in some way, shape, or form. And what is happening is you're going to be the light that gets through a lot of issues that are very similar to what he's already got through, and you're going to be able to help him to get through the things that you have got through. And I feel like it's going to be one of those things where, the two of you grow spiritually, and there may be times of separation or where you feel distance and maybe not completely separated, like in different homes or whatever, even when he gets out of jail. But it's one of those things where there will be a little bit of distance because you need to isolate yourself so that you can get deeper connected with spirit. He needs to isolate himself so that he can, work through his emotional body and heal the traumas from his past and things of that sort. And together you guys grow, whether or not you're in the same home, but you grow and you guys start to like really start to see a change in the connection, which is like, it's less dense. It doesn't feel as heavy. It doesn't feel as if there's as many arguments, even though there will be some. The challenges and the arguments are going to be far and few between. And there's going to be like this energy of lightheartedness that comes at some point. However, to get to that point, I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to happen, an ego death. And I feel like many of you, many of the messages that are coming through are all about, having to take a look at the ego and that aspect of us that has fears, doubts, and insecurities about healing and changing and becoming somebody that is better, a better version of ourselves. And I think that just the thought of that alone is something that scares him. However, one of the things that I do see is complete opposite of what you've been feeling. You may be feeling like he's distanced himself from you. Of course he is. He's in a place where he has to really take a look at himself because he's looking at four walls all day. But the thing is that, you should have this immense gratitude or this, time of Thanksgiving where you're just thanking God for all of the changes that are taking place in your life, because whether or not you believe it, the things that are happening with him being in jail, the transformations that are taking place within himself and within you, these are things that are helping you to find deeper and more profound love experiences, whether it be with him or with somebody else. I do feel like you guys are going to stay together, but I honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't feel like he's going to be here forever. I do feel like at some point you guys will go in separate directions. I do feel like it might be a couple years down the road, or maybe even a year and a half down the road, but there's going to be some transformation, some pretty profound transformations that takes place first. And I feel like you guys like lose some sort of desire to be with each other because one of you grows faster than the other. And I feel like it's really going to be you that grows a lot faster than him. But one of you grows faster than the other, and it's going to create some sort of separation because you're vibrating at a higher vibration than he's vibrating at, and it causes some sort of like conflict. Not that you guys mean for that conflict to be there, but that's just the way that it is. If, you have two magnets and they're, put up against each other, they repel. And it's because the energy is not the same. So when you put the energy the opposite direction where the energy is the same, it draws the things closer together. So, there's this message of being okay and being open-minded to when this shift happens. But just know that before that happens, you guys will stay together. You guys will have a big transformation and a quite big change within the two of you that is going to help you to both to see what you desire and don't desire in relationships, not just romantic, but all relationships. And it's going to help you guys to go through these ego deaths that are going to help you to see what needs to get out of the way, what aspects of yourselves that you need to change, what aspects of yourself that you need to honor and respect, and all of those that are in between. This is a time of needing to have more time in prayer. Even if you don't believe in God, there's always something that's more powerful than you out there that is asking you to start praying and asking your angels for guidance at this time on the things that you need to let go of, the things that you need to start putting time and energy and action into. And then also, have your prayers be prayers of thanksgiving instead of prayers of asking for, bring this person to me or change this aspects of my life. Instead, show me how to change this aspect of my life. Show me how to achieve this person in my life. Show me how to get the job that I want to get. And then take the suggestions of your intuition, your discernment of spirit, any kind of guidance that's coming to you that's repeated over and over and over again. These are the messages that you're supposed to take to heart. And then just know you're on this spiritual quest. This is a time of feeling like very adventurous and feeling like spirit is moving you in directions that maybe you wasn't asking to be moved in different career paths, towards different friendships, hanging out with other people that maybe are more like you than hanging out with the old friends that you had before. So there is this aspect of even friendships changing, maybe even, people that you've been around your whole entire life, just all of a sudden you don't feel like you resonate with them. You don't feel like, they're part of your journey, and they may not be for some time. However, be open-minded to those people coming back. Which cards do I go to, please? Which cards? Thank you. I was born awake. I feel like I have definitely still had episodes of seeing and feeling things more clearly. That, though, yes, I don't believe that I have a forever. I just try to take this life a day at a time. And yes, there is a big age difference, and we are different on separate areas in life. The soul tie with him is so deep. That explains him teaching you things that you need to learn, and vice versa. That completely makes sense. Though it is almost painful at times, thousands of lives and experiences I have had with this one. I love God more than anything, and the archangels, especially Michael. Michael is my favorite too. Um, you saw him when you did my healing. Yes, that makes sense. Archangel Michael works with me. Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel all work with me very closely, as well as Jesus. I work most often with Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. I love that. Very, very cool. So, Gabriel, if you don't know this, something that I'm being told to tell you at this time is Gabriel works with all of like helps people with all the C things: confidence, courage, communication, creativity, things of that sort. So those may be things that that angel is helping you with at this time. But anyhow, let's see what other messages Spirit has for you at this time. Awakening ancient wisdom. And I feel like this is like this deeper connection with the Akashic records, deeper connection with the Kundalini energy. There was something about getting to this energy of having like, um, how do I say this? Like so much light radiating from you that you're being pushed into a different timeline. You're being pushed into a different direction. This may even be something that is changing the trajectory of where you work and what kind of work that you do, and whether or not you want to be an entrepreneur is also something that is coming to me. Okay, so following your bliss. The bliss is the things that make you happy, that make you feel free, that give you a sense of joy. It's the things that make your soul sing with happiness, laughter, and bliss. So these are the things that you feel called to over and over and over again. Put your time and energy into, um, and these are things that just make you feel at home. So whatever these things are, they're advising you to spend more time and energy with these things, and be in the present moment, take things as they come, and flow is what I'm hearing. I do want to get you a couple more cards though. Let me see. I've got melancholic next, and Latoya will be my last reading for tonight. I've got to be up in about 6.5 hours. So I've got to get my butt to bed. Very cool. I love that. Okay, so you're going through some sort of ascension symptoms. This could be lethargy, being really, really tired 1 minute to having excess of energy the next, cleared vision 1 minute to blurred vision the next, uh, stomach with your problems with your stomach or intestines, like gastrointestinal problems, like being constipated, and then all of a sudden just real free flowing stools, vibrations and pitter patters felt throughout your body, swirling sensations in your head and in your ears, feeling tension in your head, on the top and in the front, ringing even in the ears, feeling just different pulsations or sensations throughout the whole entire body. These are all things that you're definitely starting to have some sort of ascension symptoms on. This is a new beginning. I feel like you're leveling up. You're moving to the next level of your ascension journey, and you're going to be moving into an energy of probably becoming a healer yourself, or sharing your gifts of being a healer if you already know that you are in some way, shape, or form with others. Anyhow, I hope that you receive something from this reading. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, hon. Much love. Moving on to melancholic, and then I have Latoya is my last reading tonight. What messages do you have for melancholic, please? I did not see the. You are a healer. Very cool. I love that. Maybe we can exchange healing sessions at some time. Light codes coming in currently are amazing, and I am thankful for them, but they are intense at times. Very intense right now, especially right now. We have been going through solar flares for the past several months, and they have not stopped. And that's not the only energy that is being felt by the collective at this time. So it's very, very intense. A lot of headaches, things of that sort. So, you know, um, rest when rest is needed. Yeah, Shaylee, please get in contact with me on Facebook Messenger, or either email me your information or something of that sort. I would absolutely love to connect with you. Free healing for free healing. Let's do that. Nasro feels. Just want to know what am I saying that right? Nasro feels towards me. Awesome. Thank you for emailing. I can't wait to get hooked up with you, hon. Much love to you. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Which cards am I going to for melancholic? Just wants to know what Nasro feels towards them. I'm running out of water. Okay. All right. Which cards do I go to for melancholic? Wants to know how Nasro feels towards them. Which cards do I go to, please? That's what I thought. How does Nasro feel towards melancholic? Please let me know. Instantly, as I'm getting ready to shuffle, I'm assuming that this has to do with you, but there's some sort of forgiveness energy, and I don't know if this is this person feeling this towards you, you feeling this towards this person, or if there's somebody in your life that needs some sort of forgiveness. So this could be even energies from the past that it's asking you to, become aware of, cut cords with, forgive, and let go and let God. But let's see. What does Nasro feel towards melancholic, please? What does Nasro feel towards melancholic, please? What energies does Nasro feel towards melancholic, please? They don't know how they feel. um, that's exactly what I'm getting. It's a person that probably is distant from you, or is presenting themselves as, being a little bit shy or distant because they just don't know what they're feeling right now. And just like many other people, this person too is going through an awakening. You're going through an awakening. Everybody here is going through an awakening. If I guarantee, if you're watching this video, then you're somebody who is going through a spiritual awakening. My intentions with this channel is that those who are going through an awakening were or needing to become aware that they're going through an awakening will find my channel. But anyhow, there's this need to figure out what they're feeling at this time. I really don't know if they know what they're feeling. It's kind of like they have energy that's very scattered and all over the place. They're questioning. They have a lot of questions that are racing through their mind and don't really know exactly what the answers are to these questions. But there's definitely a lot of questions going around in their mind. Um, I kind of feel like they have this energy of passion towards you, but they're unsure of if it's like a real passion, or if this is something that they, you know, are feeling because of some other reason. I They're questioning their connection. They're questioning their emotions. They're questioning what they may be feeling. However, there is a fiery type of energy that is coming out with this question that you're asking about how they feel about you. And when fire comes out, this means that there's going to be some sort of fire within the connection, whether it be like a lot of passion or journey, or, maybe there's heated discussions, or just a deep, deep, deep conversation, or a very intimate type of energy. Either way, if and when you connect with this person, it's going to feel very fiery, but I feel like it's going to only come after this person figures out what they really want. they're very confused with what they want and who they want, how they want it. Even like they're confused about who they are right now, to be honest with you. So there's just this distant energy, almost like a shy energy, or held back and reserved is maybe even the better way of putting it. But I do want to see if Spirit has any messages for you other than about Massaro. What messages do you have, please, for melancholic in love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from Spirit or higher self, please, for melancholic? What messages do you have, please, for melancholic? Okay, Latoya, you're going to be last, hun. Okay, that makes sense as to why I feel the distance. You should get some more. It's very important when you're working. Okay, I see your question, Latoya. Thank you, honey. So for melancholic, there is an energy of making something, maybe having some sort of skill set or talent that you have that you can make something with, maybe making money because of, or, just having like some sort of gift, skill, or talent that can produce some sort of product or project, even. It's almost like this is a time of invention. I don't know exactly what you're inventing or what you're starting anew or how to put your skills and talents or abilities into practice, but there's something that you're supposed to be sharing with others, and it has to do with your unique way of doing it, whether it be a skill, a talent, or an ability. It doesn't really matter. But there's definitely something that I don't know, you're supposed to be putting out there, inventing, making. Yeah, you're supposed to be sharing yourself. There's a side of yourself that you're not sharing with others, and maybe it's referring to even with this person that you're referring to, Nasaru. There's a part of yourself that needs to come out and be shared with others. It's a skill, it's a talent, it's a knowing, it's a something. Something that is maybe impressive to others, or maybe it impresses you, so it will impress others. And as I'm saying that, I'm seeing that the numbers on these two cards side by side are 1111, which is a number of a spiritual awakening. So that makes a lot of sense. But anyhow, it may just be, this skill, talent, or ability is your communication skills, or, the way that you are capable of changing energies from, a negative thinking or a negative thought form to a positive. I don't know. But I get the energy of being the alchemist or learning to be the alchemist and changing energies that are of a lower vibration and turning them into something that is of a higher vibration. Anyhow, I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here and being of support. The field of that skill, please. I wasn't really getting anything. I felt like this was like something that you naturally have a gift in, or, some sort of skill that you've naturally acquired, something that you can make something out of yourself with. So, I really don't know. I'm not getting any kind of indicator on what that is, but I am seeing a piece of wood. So I don't know if it has something to do with wood or creating something with wood, but I'm seeing wood, literally a piece of just like plain wood. I hope that helps you in some way, shape, or form. If anything else comes to me, I will let you know for sure. Let me see if you need to be worried about money. Let me see what the cards say about that. I don't think that you do by just what I'm getting intuitively. But if there's anything else that's coming out about money, I will see you real quick. Oh, shit. Hold on, guys. I just dropped you. Sorry about that. Glad it didn't hang it up. Hold on, guys. Hold on just a second. Lord have mercy. That was crazy. All right, let me see. It may be something that you will acquire here soon too, some sort of skill that somebody shows you or something of that sort, but I don't know. Wood could also even represent a neutral type of energy. So it may even be some sort of like neutral type of thing, and it's your choice. Spirit's going to let you decide what you want to do with your life, and then they're going to help you to rearrange things within your life so that you can have those skills or whatever it is that you want to be. So, we are the creator of our universe and our reality. So, what we think becomes our reality. Just think positive and, dream big about what it is that you want to be or want to become or what kind of job you want to have and those positive thoughts repeating over and over and over again. And that helps you to attract that and what you want in the first place. Let me ask a question real quick about money for you. Two cards coming out. Okay, well, it's not answering anything about money, but there is a big yes to love. There is a soulmate that's coming in. This could even be like a counterpart or a twin flame type of energy. This is an energy that is going to teach you a lot of lessons and vice versa. Somebody that is going to be like the answer to your prayers. If you're already in a connection with somebody, though, this is um, deepening the connection, but I feel like this is somebody new. I do feel like this is somebody that you could create some sort of life with, but at this time, I do feel like a single type of energy and energy of being alone and figuring things out. And it may just be that you need to figure out about the job or something of that sort. But whoever it is that is your soulmate, this is somebody that maybe awakened, highly connected with spirit or spiritual aspects of things because they are showing me these third eyes on here. So this is definitely like connection of intuitive and empathic and just connected with knowings and understanding a higher type of awareness. But anyhow, again, I hope that you got something out of your reading. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. I'm going to go ahead and go on to my last reading of the night, which is Latoya. And her question was, let me look again. My son's father, Tay, been thinking about me lately? Has my son's father, Tay, been thinking about me lately? Not a relationship question, though, and thank you. Okay, thank you, Latoya, for that question. Let me see what Spirit has to say about that. Which cards do I get go to for Latoya, please? I do not have red cards. Which cards do you talk about? One, two. These here? Okay. Okay, Latoya, this is going to be for you, honey. What messages do you have for Latoya, please? In love, romance, finance. Was it the orange ones? The ones that have the orange and red? Okay, thank you. Okay, so as I was being told that I was shuffling the wrong deck, a card popped out and it is the mysticism card. It is connected with the crown chakra, which is spiritual connections, connections with angels, spirit guides, deceased loved ones, connections with other realities and other dimensions. This is a higher understanding of the etherics and things that happen within the spiritual realms or the etherics, what some call the etherics. So, that may or may not resonate with you, but it is definitely a message that popped out. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to you anyway. But let's see what kind of messages come through about Tay's father. Yeah, son's has my son's father, Tay, been thinking about me lately? I'm getting a guess with that before I even give me one more shuffle, please. Before I even get any cards for you, I am feeling a guess with that. Okay, if there's been some sort of like discontent between the two of you in the past, There is definitely like this message of something being recalled or recollected. I don't know if you guys are divorced or if you are in separation and going to get back together, but what I do feel is there is definitely some distance, but it's because of some challenges that's happening. But what I am feeling is there is some sort of resolution coming, but it's because of personal growth. And I feel like the personal growth is on both ends. Typical reading for anybody right now. Like I said, everybody's going through an awakening, and I feel like I'm a repeated message, but that's exactly what's happening. There is a lot of centered, grounded type of energy here, where one or both of you are really like just focused on personal growth at this time. And one of the things that I see that he is going through is an awakening to his inner child. He is learning about having some sort of childlike energy about him and bringing that into situations in his life. There may have been a time when he was very serious with you or very demanding, either manipulative, demanding, commanding, or maybe this was you, but either way it goes, there was something about like that type of energy within the connection. And one of the things that I feel is being changed within either him or both of you might be an aspect of both of you that had like this controlling aspect or whatever it may be. um, there's something that's changing and shifting, and it's helping this person to become more lighthearted, more um, centered and grounded. However, it's like a back and forth centered and grounded type of feeling. I do kind of get this like push and pull type of energy, but the answer is yes, they're thinking about you. I don't know how deep these thoughts are, but I feel like it has to do with the past and the way that the relationship either fell apart or became distant, or the way in which it didn't work out. There's definitely some things, but I don't feel like this person is like, hey, I want to get back with them or anything like that. I'm not feeling that kind of energy. It's more of like they're healing aspects of themselves that have to do with the way that they are in relationships, and not just in the past relationship with you or even the relationship with the son, but in any relationship. There is some sort of like remorse type of energy, even if it's not towards the connection with you or your son. It is some sort of remorseful type of energy that he too is processing through at this time. Um, but he's learning to not be so serious, and to not be so like demanding or commanding or straightforward or whatever it may be, or maybe he's learning how to be uh, more balanced in connections. But I don't know, I feel like there's a lack of something there, but at the same time I'm also feeling that this person is transforming in quite some way. Likewise, as are you, is what I'm hearing. I do feel a pretty good energy from the both of you that is becoming more balanced, more harmonized. I do feel like there's even like this even keel that's happening throughout the transformation in both of you, where you may even start to feel at some point, if you're in contact with this person, that you're mirroring things in each other. This could be good, bad, or indifferent. You may see things in him that you just absolutely love. And what Spirit's trying to show you is that this is something that you should love in yourself, and vice versa. Or maybe, you see an aspect of him that you're just like, damn, I wish he would change that. Or, this communication is crazy, or the way that he is with my son is just crazy. But there's some sort of aspect of yourself that is being mirrored back to you through his interactions, or the inactions. Either way, that is helping you to see something in yourself that maybe you don't like as well. But there's definitely some changes that are happening within both of you. Um, I feel like you are a pretty big source of light, even if you don't see how that could possibly be, because maybe you're not around this person, or maybe you don't talk to them very often, or even if you do, there may be even some distance. But I feel like you've been quite the light in this person's life, and it may be because of the way that you parent your child and his child, or maybe, just the way that you speak or the way that you accept things the way that they are. There's just something gentle about you, or something has changed to be more gentle about you even. But they see something in you, and it's definitely something that they respect in you. I don't know if there's any other messages that want to come out for you. Which cards do I go to for this way of place? I'm going to give you a couple more cards. So yeah, you may, Latoya, be having like a pull on your energy, and that's just because he's been thinking about you or been processing through something that has to do with you. He has you on his mind in some way, shape, or form. So if you've been feeling like he's pulling on your energy, or you're just thinking about him a lot, that is him pulling on your energy. That's exactly why. Give me a couple more messages for Latoya, please. Anything in general that you may have for her that doesn't have to do with this connection, with whether or not this person is thinking about them. What other messages may you have for Latoya at this time, please? Give me 2 more shuffles. Was it supposed to do that? Thank you. Okay, so this is a time of healing for you, and I feel like this is the type of healing where, it's not talking about the physical body, it's not talking about the emotional body, it's talking about like healing some sort of programming within you that may be keeping you from sort of big blessing or big miracle happening, because right on the other side of this healing is some sort of major breakthrough, some sort of deep, profound awareness that happens because of something that you experience. There's this connection with angels or maybe even fairies in some way, shape, or form. So if you start to realize that things in your house become missing and you don't know why they're missing, you always put them in the same exact place, and you've seen it 5 minutes ago and now all of a sudden it's not there. Now that you know that the fairies will take things from you, they're going to start doing it even more so because they're wanting to be in contact with you for some reason. This is about connecting with the earth. They're wanting you to either clean up around your home, clean up around your house, declutter your mind, declutter your home, declutter your car, declutter, something to do with like your relationships and friendships, even. But they're trying to speak to you about ridding of energies that are no longer needed, no longer wanted, no longer resonating with you. And then also there's this message of the angels that is connecting with you at this time that are helping you to see some things differently than you may have seen before. This is coming from like a higher perspective. The things that you're seeing are going to come with more awareness, more clarity, more understanding, and more knowing. And this is in multiple areas of your life, just not about, relationships and connections, but just in anything in general. I am seeing that you're coming into an energy of receiving more blessings into your life. Maybe you felt like there was just this time or this energy when, he was doing a lot for others, or maybe he was putting a lot of time and energy into, growing or something of that sort. And you're just like, I feel like nothing's happening. I feel like, my life is just standing still, or whatever it may be that you may have been feeling. And now I feel like there's about to be some sort of breakthrough where things just start happening, and they're happening rapidly, pretty fast. Um, Anyhow, I hope that you got something out of your reading, Latoya. You do have surrender and release on the bottom, which is talking about, giving up, letting go, and letting God, saying, you know what, I don't know what people, places, things, and situations I need in my life right now, but you do. And I'm going to have trust and faith in the process that you are going to rearrange things. You're going to remove what needs to be removed. You're going to replace with what needs to be replaced with. And it is going to be what it is. And then you're going to go with the flow. But when you surrender and just turn your will over to the care of, your angels, God, your higher power, whatever that may be, then that's what happens. So, anyhow, again, I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love. Thank you for being here and being of support. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thank you to anybody who has been here tonight. Latoya was my last reading for tonight. If you did not get a reading, please come back when I go live again. Most of the time, I am live around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It may be a little bit later. However, I don't do readings every night. I also do intuitive healing. I am a medical intuitive, as well as I help people to grow and expand throughout their ascension journey, throughout their spiritual journey with angels, spirit guides, higher self, connections with source God in all of its forms. So if you're somebody that's interested in that, please check out my website, which is uniqueme303healing.net. There's 3 pages there. If you look to the left side of the first page that you come to, there's going to be 3 lines up the left upper corner, and it's going to take you to all 3 pages there. It'll tell you all about my business. You can see reviews, and it'll tell you all about what I do. Anyhow, I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. Much love to you guys. Bye.